Hello, my name is Sean Shank, and this is my final assignment for the Race, Class, Access, Gender, and Equity assignment for AEP 855 Educational Leadership. I'm going to be discussing leadership issues in regards to low SES students or socioeconomic status students. The first article review that I have is from the American Psychological Association dealing with education and socioeconomic status fact sheet. This article defines socioeconomic status, or SES, and its effects on all realms of behavioral and social sciences, including education. SES is quantified using the variables of education, income, and occupation, and refers to an individual or group's social standing or class. Less education, lower paying jobs, unemployment, poor health, and poor living conditions combine to form a low SES for an individual or group. Children from low SES households are greatly impacted. These children develop academic skills more slowly, including language and math, have lower initial academic skills, learn less in school than children from higher SES households, drop out at much greater rates, more frequently display learning-related behavioral problems, and experience more feelings of emotional distress and depression. Research indicates that schools in low SES communities contribute to more SES differences in learning rates in children than family environments. These schools have fewer highly qualified teachers, more undertrained and undereducated teachers, are often underfunded and under-resourced, and do not foster a culture conducive to student success. The next article that I have is from the Economic Policy Institute. It has a very a graph here that is really advantageous in looking at low SES students and their families and then how they perform later on in college in high school and in college. This article examines a longitudinal study of 8th grade students over a 12-year period conducted by the Department of Education. When grouped according to their 8th grade math test scores, a large discrepancy was found regarding the high school and college completion rates of low SES students compared to high SES students. One of the most alarming statistics that I found was that more low-performing, high socioeconomic status students complete college than high-performing, low socioeconomic status students at a rate of 30% to 29%. It's absolutely amazing. We're having a lot of very intelligent, very talented, low SES students not finish college, only 29% of them. Something that needs to change. The third article that I found was rather lengthy, but it contained a lot of great information. It was from the Journal of Experiential Education, an article entitled Reducing Academic Achievement Gaps, the Role of Community Service and Service Learning. This is a very informative, in-depth study examining the relationship among students' SES, academic success, and community service or service learning. This study refers to previous research concerning low SES students and the impact that low SES has on students' academic success. Research repeatedly shows that low SES students have less stable families, have increased exposure to drugs and alcohol and violence, read less and are read to less, have fewer meaningful conversations with parents, attend schools with less resources and less qualified teachers, are taught using basic methods that are not conducive to engagement and learning, and drop out at much higher rates than their peers of high SES. Those are some things that research that I had already found in a previous article, but wanted to put on here again as they added a few other things that are indicative of low SES students. However, some encouraging research shows that a developmentally attentive school environment and experiential education can help overcome the adverse effects of low SES. A developmentally attentive approach includes promoting closer relationships with teachers and students, engaging instruction connecting subjects to the real world, extending learning time through many co-curricular offerings, and partnering with community organizations. Experiential education involves community service and service learning and has been shown to have tremendous impact on at-risk youth, often of low SES. Research indicates that disengaged and marginalized youth who became involved in service learning were more likely to believe they were contributing to society, be more engaged than in traditional classrooms, be active participants in academic tasks and learning, and be more accepting of diversity. Continuing in this journal article, further research suggests 3 characteristics of effective learning environments that further supports the effectiveness of service learning. These are: engage students by giving them increasing control over their learning, thereby building student competence; promote academic values and goals; and promote a sense of belonging. Service learning is connected to academic success because it provides students with a sense of worth and usefulness, and it tangibly applies what students are learning in school. Service learning is a great pathway to increasing student engagement, and research has proven its many benefits to low SES students. So some of the challenges that from these articles that I found from an administrative perspective, in fact, next year I'm going to be Dean of Students at the school that I teach at currently, as well as the athletic director, so I'll be moving an administrative role here pretty quickly. And so from that perspective, here are some of the challenges that I found in these 3 articles. They are: increase student engagement of low SES students, demonstrate the benefits and value of an education to low SES students and families. Another challenge is the prevailing culture and mindset of low SES families, communities, and schools. Partner with parents or guardians to assist in the educational development and academic success of their child. Financial constraints and limitations that exist in public education are also limitations and challenges. Get all staff to buy into initiatives or programs to help low SES students. Assist teachers in developing more engaging and developmentally attentive classrooms. Assess which staff members are best suited to reach and positively impact low SES students. And the converse, that would also be true, to assess students which may struggle in the relationships with low SES students, and helping those staff members and teachers to better relate with low SES students and better teach them in their classrooms as well. And finally, last challenge: because of the lack of knowledge and family peer support, high-performing and capable students are not attending selective universities. In my research, I found several articles that dealt with high-performing, low SES students that do not attend many of our Ivy League schools, even though they could probably attend there for free, and are very capable and talented enough to succeed at those schools, but they don't even know about them. They think they're too expensive, or they just don't know about some of these selective universities across the country. Probably because of the family environment they're a part of, and also the school environment that they're a part of. They don't have any peers that have ever gone to those kind of schools. So that's definitely a challenge when we come across some high-performing, low SES students to be able to get them into some of these highly selective universities that could change the future generations of their families, and kind of change the path of their families. So addressing some of these leadership challenges, again, from my administrative perspective, I would do the following: cast a vision for reaching low SES students, involve as many people to help develop, perform, and implement this vision, seek out methods for implementation, and constantly evaluate the effectiveness. I would collaborate with teachers and other educators to identify and assess the needs and problem areas for low SES students, then work with staff to develop, perform, and implement methods and programs to address these areas. Empower staff to act and make decisions. I would also assist teachers in how to provide a more cooperative learning environment and have students take an active role in the management of the classroom. This would involve providing professional development and collaboration time focused on these best practices and the exact implementation of them in each specific classroom. Provide multiple and varied opportunities to partner with parents in assisting with the academic and social success of their child at home and in school. Part of this would be to get parents on campus to help in some way in the learning environment and classroom activities. Frequently offer social support type classes for parents focused on communication with their child and ways to help students succeed in all areas of life. Partner with various community organizations to assist in these presentations. Also, I'd visit the homes of some of the low SES students. I think it's really important to get into homes of, as a coach, I've done that with my players and found that to be a very positive thing that I've done. So it develops great relationships and rapport with students and their parents, and I think that would work in an administrative role as well. May not be able to do it all myself, but get some other people on board to help me out, teachers and other staff and administrators to do that. Add reciprocal peer tutoring and cross-age tutoring programs. Develop more community service and service learning opportunities for students. Eliminate hindrances to student involvement and make this a priority and a mandatory activity for all students. And partner again with various community organizations to provide these opportunities. Assist high-performing students in finding colleges, applying for admission, and understanding financial aid. Help these students to dream big and, if academically capable, to attend elite universities. Constantly evaluate effectiveness of programs and initiatives, and celebrate in various ways the values we want to promote in our school and the victories and successes accomplished by students and staff. The Leadership Challenge was a great book, and it was neat as I went through these challenges and addressing these challenges that I could see how the book would relate very well to a lot of these issues, and then how I would address those issues from an administrative perspective. So the book was fantastic. The last slide is simply my works cited page that you can look at as well from the articles that I researched. Thank you. Enjoyed the class, and have a great week.